Hi, we're back in the showroom today to do a walkthrough video on the 725 Sou'wester model. This is the second boat that we've built for this owner. He had a 650 Sou'wester before this one, and he's actually a car painter and he's painted this boat himself and done a beautiful job. So typically this model is 7.75 overall from tip to tip, but we have done a boarding platform extension at the owner's request on this one by 150 mils, so it actually makes this one 7.9 metres from tip to tip. It's 2.55 metres wide overall and 1920 millimetres wide inside the cockpit. This one has got underfloor storage up the front that's big enough for dive bottles, so it carries 340 litres of fuel. If you option it without the underfloor storage and go all fuel, this will take up to 420 litres of fuel. It's sitting on one of our custom aluminium trailers that we've made. Got a bunch of rollers on the sides there that are all custom curved to suit the hull shape. And this is on electric brakes because the boat is just over 2.5 tonne dry, so we can't run it on a hydraulic trailer. On the boarding platform here, we've optioned it with the customer's optioned it with treads and cage. Some hand grips there to climb onto the boarding platforms. The new design's working really well. On this side here, we've also optioned it because they do a lot of beach launching, and with the ladder there in shallow water, it's difficult to jump on. So they've optioned this side to be able to fold in so that they can climb up onto the boarding platform and they're pushing the boat off the beach and doing some shallow water launching. So, powered by a 300 Verado. This is the one with the integrated steering, the advanced midsection model. Yeah, it goes really well, and we'll jump in and have a look around the interior. So this is pretty standard transom setup for the new model boats now, and we've been running something like this for a while, but we've got built-in live bait tank in this corner that has all the radius corners to help keep your fish alive. Hinges, pretty basic, pretty tidy. This one's actually got ports in it for electric reels on both sides. Down the bottom down here we have access to bilge area. Again, this is one of the boats where the fuel tank is completely separate from where your water drains are. This one has a large manual bilge pump. I think it's about 2,200 gallons per hour, and then a smaller 1,100 gallon per hour smart pump that will turn on automatically when you get water in here. This is your fuel tank. You can see where the tubes come out and then sealed between the fuel tank and the boat, so the fuel tank's still floating, but the cavity that the fuel tank is in is sealed. We've changed the transom around to create a bit more room so that we can get one battery off to the port side, and then the second battery is off over to the starboard side, which just helps with balance in the boat. When they sit a bit more level on the water, you have less issues with the boat floating straight onto the trailers. And then all your switches and circuit breakers and things are easily accessible there. A normal bait board, pretty basic, just in plastic slides, nothing fancy, and a little clip in the back that grabs it to hold it shut. But you know, it's not as nice as some of the bearing slides, but that's going to work exactly the same way 15 years from now. And then they have rubbish area in the back. There's a drain that runs down through there, out through the post and out through the transom, rather than having plastic hoses across the back of the boat. And these will measure a pawa, a scallop, or it's 100 mil for a scallop, and then a female crowtail and a male crowtail in the little cutouts. Knife slots, and then you've got some measuring in the boards as well, so quite a bit built into those. They just lift out. They're just some little 100 millimetre posts, so you can lift them up and just remove them out of the boat. Now we come forward. This customer has optioned it with the rotating rod holders. Frequently we just add a few extra aluminium ones, but you know, it's all customer set up for customer's preference. Maybe come and hop in and we'll show you up around the dash area. So inside the boat here now, so this one's got option 80 litre fridge, slightly different table and chair setup to what we normally do. We normally have a big drawer across the back here, but having the fridge in there has dictated that there's no room for that to go how we normally would. These tables and chairs can go both ways. You want to sit facing backwards, forwards. The table drops down, it's on a gas pedestal, so this can drop down, and then this one's been optioned with a lockable door because it leaves it on a mooring from time to time. If you don't have that lockable door, then this backrest can fold down to flat. When the table goes down flat with a squab, that gives you a bed through here that's close to 2 metres long. We have the opening side windows. They can actually go both ways. And this boat has got a 725. This has got our mid-length cabin in it, but we do have an option to run the short length cab, which brings the pillar forward 330 mils, or potentially if you really wanted to do one setup for weekending, this could be set up to be a foot longer as well. So this is probably one of our hulls that you could option to be shorter or longer, but this one is the standard length mid-size cabin on this boat. Set up for a 90 litre chili bin underneath the starboard side seating. Now the customer has option to go to an upgraded driver's seat with one of the armrests. They do a lot of West Coast boating, and a lot of that's long runs, so the armrest was something that he wanted, and so along with that we've done upgraded upholstery everywhere else to match the colour of this seat. Autopilot control here behind the Mercury remotes. We've got four-way switch panels in this one, 16-inch Simrad screen. This boat's got a 1 kilowatt transducer and an S5100 module running that as well. We've got drawer storage underneath the table here. Quite a big drawer that. Grab in there. And this one here frequently is a cupboard, but this one's been optioned with drawer storage as well. Now, I don't think we've got some underfloor storage. You say that one will take a few dive bottles. It's just long enough for a standard dive bottle. And then up the front here, so our bunk length is about 1700, maybe 1650, 1700. It is very, very wide though, but we have put the option of bunk extensions in on the driver's side on this one, which takes your bunk length out over 2 meters. So we've got a 1000-watt winch. You can see where we put a plate up on the front there to stop the corrosion around the anchor winch, so we frequently leave that plate. It's double skin for strength, but it's also left unpainted so we don't get wear with the chain and salt corrosion things being caught under the winch on your paint job. This one's also been fitted with an extendable bow ladder, and yeah. So I think a fair few people have seen these now, but just in case you haven't, these are our StealthTech Outriggers that we've designed to fit into the pillars onto all of our Sou'wester models, and in fact the Evolution models, the walk-around ones, will have it as well, or are able to have it. So one-handed operation, flick the plastic out of the way, that's it, job done. There's your Outriggers into there. We've had these in operation now for well over 1,000 hours of use, and had no issues with them. They're incredibly rigid and just so easy to operate. One hand jobs. That is a bit of a walkthrough tour. If you're interested in any pricing or have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me, dane@marcoboats.co.nz. That's D-A-Y-N-E, dane@marcoboats.co.nz. Thanks for watching.